My name is Ivo Bauerman. I'm the head of product strategy for database and analytics. And today I'll be talking to you about data. Not just the good data that we all know and love, but also some of the stuff that's just sitting out there, right, doing nothing. All the data that's locked up in a database, in a data warehouse, in a data lake, that's not easily accessible. And that's what we call the data disconnect. You see, companies are collecting a lot of data, and we're actually pretty good at storing it. That's not the problem. The difficulty is, how do we extract value from that data? Value that will help your business become more competitive. But data, typically remains in the realm of IT and or languages in the database. What we're not doing is connecting it to the people. Putting it in the hands of people that can make business decisions. That is the big disconnect. And the problem is that prevents you from making that data a dynamic resource that can help you in your business decisions. Because without valuable data, how can you be competitive? So let me give you a quick story from a different perspective, basketball. So I remember watching a lot of basketball in the 80s. Anyone remember the Detroit Pistons, the bad boys? Yeah, I'm aging myself here a little bit. Anyone old enough? But the thing is, back in the day, data and analytics was not as prevalent in the NBA. And I remember, all I knew was maybe points per game or rebounds, per game for a certain player. But now you have hustle stats and defense, player defense rating. So a lot more information available, and that really has changed. So with data and analytics before they started using it, it was much more important to have an instinct about an individual players or team's players' success. But now with modern analytics, it almost has become a science. And teams are trying to find a competitive advantage, every way they can, right? And you cannot really blame them. But as a result of modern analytics, this has become more prominent. And every NBA team now has a data analyst on their team to find and maximize player value and maximize team's ability to win. So that is a big change. Look, for example, the Golden State Warriors. Right? They won a few championships, yes. It's my team, and I can say this because I was there when they sucked, right? So now they're good. But what really changed is that they used data and analytics as one of the first, and they focused on the three-point shot rather than 2 points. And that had an enormous change. There was an incredible change in the game. So what the NBA did, they actually took the data out of the realms of IT, and they made it essential part of the whole organization. So now you may ask, what does this have to do with business, right? But maybe running a sports team is not that different from running a business. It is like, putting the right player in the right position at the right time in the game is equivalent to finding the right person doing the right job at the right time, or putting a product in market in the right time. So like the NBA is empowering their superstars with data, you can empower your employees to become what we call data superheroes. And maybe find a way to win your own championship. And the good news is, we have customers that are working with us on this. We are working with their data superheroes. In fact, we are collaborating with them to build new products. Products are not built in a vacuum. We design our products to make sure that these can be used by real users. So let's hear it from them.
Creating an end-to-end solution like SAP Data Warehouse Cloud is a massive, massive undertaking. That's why we wanted customers involved right from the start.
Accessing the data is a time-consuming process. We needed the ability to give more flexibility and speed to our business users. If they had self-service modeling and reporting, these users could handle everything on their own.
SAP Data Warehouse Cloud enables us to bring all our data together to create a real end-to-end analytics solution. So we were able to combine cloud and on-prem data with internal and external sources. With all that data finally synchronized, we get sophisticated insights.
At PwC, we operate on a global level. We need to connect data between a lot of different systems and technologies of different times. We were able to connect and centralize the data from around the world, and this had an enormous impact on our business users.
Business can test their proof of concept in just 48 hours.
We are always looking for customer feedback. We want to learn exactly the user's needs to reach their goals. Listening is the most important part of collaboration. If you aren't listening to what the customer is saying, you can't provide them with what they need.
SAP takes our feedback seriously. We really are shaping this product together, and that's what a good partnership looks like.
Now, with SAP Data Warehouse Cloud, we can make the most of all our data. With this connected data landscape, it's easy to get the insights we need to make important business decisions.
SAP Data Warehouse Cloud can set us up for the future. This solution can scale with us, so we can build off what we've already accomplished.
All right, so it's not just us building these products, it's really people like yourself, our customers. They're highly interactive in our development process. So we're building the solutions that our users need, that our customers need, that you need. So in addition to customers, we're also working with partners to help enhance our products. And one in particular I wanted to highlight is Intel. We all know how important performance is. So we're working with Intel to make sure that HANA is as fast as possible. This is not new. We've been working with Intel for over a decade, and this is only going to get more important as the volume of data is going to rise. So I'll promise to bring on stage Henning from Intel a little bit later on to give you more exciting details. But before I do, let me take a look at what is the formula, the recipe for winning what we call the data championship. And this is what it looks like, right? We cracked the code. You may have already seen this, but amount of data times the quality of data times the usage of data, that gives you business value. So let's break this down. Amount. This is only growing. Data volumes are growing 400%, and to 175 zettabytes by 2025. So this is huge. To put it in perspective, this is 10 to the power 21, equivalent to the number of stars in the visible universe, which is phenomenal. So you have to be prepared to manage large amounts of data across complex landscapes. And you have to process this data in real time, while at the same time keeping your costs under control. Next, data quality. Nobody wants to be stuck in a meeting where the numbers do not line up, but it is the reality, right? We cannot even agree on the KPIs. So to prevent this, everyone needs to be able to understand the data. And this is why business semantics is so critical. It puts everyone on the same page. Finally, it needs to be easy to use. It is if the end users are not using the data, even if it's high quality or large amounts, what is the point? So in the end, usage is key. You need to visualize it, you need to analyze it. And Amanda is talking about reporting in the past, but you also need to be able to look forward and improve your business. You need to be able to plan and predict. So here you have it. We crack the code and we make your data valuable by solving this equation across these three factors. And here's how our solutions fit in. This is HANA Cloud Services. HANA Cloud Services is the overarching data strategy that will help you get value out of your data. And it exists of three components. HANA Cloud is where we put the fastest database in the market into the cloud. And you get all the great cloud qualities, super flexible and scalable. Data Warehouse Cloud will help you get a semantic layer so it becomes understandable and easy to use. And Analytics Cloud will provide the easy access to do all your analyzation and visualization. And with this, we're actually a critical component of the connective tissue in the intelligent enterprise. You've seen this, the business technology platform. We are a part of this. So everything to do with data management, everything to do with analytics is HANA Cloud Services, while complementing what you maybe heard about before, data intelligence, to get machine learning at enterprise scale, to get the application development and application integration capabilities, and connecting what SAP is talking about, the intelligent enterprise across operational and experience data. And the best thing about the business technology platform is it's actually unifying our company, or it's unifying this business under Jürgen Müller, so that we have all these different components at the end of the day serving only one purpose, to help you as a customer get value out of your data fast. So next, let's just go a little bit deeper into this. And we'll start with HANA Cloud. How do we make big data small? So HANA Cloud, as I said, we're put the HANA database into the cloud with great quality. So this is super high performance, as many customers have experienced already on-premise. It is highly scalable, so that you could spin it up real quick, no matter how small or how big, and we do this in a very flexible and elastic way. So you can choose how you want to start, how fast you want to grow, and you can even go backwards. If you need high performance at peak times, you can scale it up. If you need to reduce it for certain functions in other points in the year, you can even scale it down. So you will have that elasticity, and that also will lead to more cost effectiveness, right? So you have better control over how you spend your budget on on computation and data storage. Next is the Data Warehouse Cloud, providing you high quality or safeguarding your quality of information. So Data Warehouse Cloud is an open platform. So we do have all the capabilities to integrate your data, to analyze the data, but you can also use any preferred tool. So this is an open platform that will help you consolidate all the data across the different data landscapes that you have. As we said, it is critical to have business semantics. So this is not just a technical data warehouse implementation like many of the other cloud data warehouses out there, which is still pretty much an IT-oriented tool where you do a lot of SQL, a lot of, at low-level coding. This is a tool for the business user. It is designed for the business, so you have a visual way of modeling while at the same time still having all the powerful capabilities that a SQL data warehouse can give you. If you want to look at the future of data warehousing with SAP, it is Data Warehousing Cloud, all running on the HANA Cloud technology. And then last but not least, data usage with Analytics Cloud. And there's a lot of things I can say about Analytics Cloud and what it stands for, but there's three things that are extremely important to remember. One, it is easy to use, right? So with business intelligence, we've seen this whole move to self-service. Analytics Cloud provides you that. It's very easy to use, very easy to get started. Second is smart. This is what we call augmented business intelligence. So you may have already seen this throughout the conference. If not, go check it out. Augmented business intelligence. All these features where we use search and natural language processing to make it easier to build your analytic. It can be automated. You don't even have to produce the dashboards anymore. It will be automated for you. And better yet, Analytics Cloud will tell you what the most important trends and KPIs are. What are the underlying reasons for your business results and performance? And the most important aspect that is really different from any other analytics tool in the market is that we're not just providing capabilities to report on the past, which is important, but what do you do with this information? You need that information to start looking forward. So Analytics Cloud comes with capabilities that are unique, that will help you plan and predict so that you can look at not only what happened, but how can you improve this going forward. This is unique. There's no other tool in the industry that has this capability built in. So all right, let's bring it all together. So you have HANA Cloud that provides you this gateway to all your data. That takes care of managing the amount of data. Data Warehouse Cloud makes sure that this is completely trusted and understandable. That takes care of quality. And Analytics Cloud helps your users consume this information. That takes care of usage. And this is the power of HANA Cloud Services, turning your data into business value. This is our latest innovation, but are we done? No, we're constantly innovating, certainly on the software side, but also on the hardware side. And for that, I'd like to introduce Henning, who's the Global Account Director for Intel. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm pleased to be here, and I'm running the global team that runs the alliance between the two companies. And you may have heard that SAP and Intel have been signing a major partnership. Ivo talked about it. We have been working for decades already, but we're actually taking another step because what you just heard, it's so important that the data is actually at your fingertips and that you have the right solutions at hand. So we're doing two things basically in the partnership, which is one, we would like to make sure that all the innovations that we've been jointly working out for a decade are actually coming to you, that we're making you feel that, test it, innovate in your own environments and actually take it into production level. And secondly, we're looking at what else could our both companies come up with? What are the things that we could do? And therefore, we already started last week to put our architects together to see, can we enhance even other areas where we have more potential. So things could be artificial intelligence, could be Internet of Things. There's a ton of things that both of our companies have that are actually highly synergistic. So if you look at that, then the second thing is we have technology, right? So our architects have been working for more than a decade to develop SAP HANA and the Intel technology together so that it actually runs best. So the key thing is that we have the latest Intel Xeon scalable processors, or the second generation, and a totally new memory technology, which is called Intel Optane DC persistent memory. I know that name is a bit odd, but it is actually really cool. So the thing that it actually does is that it's persistent. So it is enhancing the amount of data, so up to 4.5 terabytes per socket, which is up to 3 times more than you've had before. So that means all the data that Ivo talked about is actually able to be at your fingertips next to DRAM speed, and it then helps you then run the queries a lot faster. And it also helps you on the business continuity side that while the data is persistent, if you have to do an update or any kind of a new start, then the data is still in memory, and it helps you to be having your data up to 17 times faster at hand again. And well, our colleagues, so my colleagues from Intel IT have actually been starting to test that, and they found out that they can, instead of running 21 servers that had 63 terabytes, they could run 8 servers with 8 sockets and 96 terabytes. So they have 52% more memory capacity available, and at the same time they also did some tests where they were seeing that they could improve the query speed across 50 different queries up to 2.4 times. So it means you have the data at hand, it's a lot quicker, and that's the stuff that we want to do together with SAP. So with that, the great news is it's actually available today. So you can have the systems available today. Our partners from the OEM side, but also solution integrators, and also the cloud service providers have solutions. Come talk to us, talk to your partner, talk to SAP, and I'm hoping that we can find a way to make your intelligent enterprise even more successful.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Henning.
Thank you.
And as you can see, when you make a decision about HANA Cloud Services, you may not realize that you are also making the decision about a highly optimized integrated system, supported also with hardware. So you can be sure that whatever we provide on the software side is also being supported by one of the greatest vendors, for software acceleration. So thank you for that partnership, but it's extremely valuable for you. So, all right, so we started out this time today talking about basketball and superheroes. I just want to wrap up on the same note. One of the cool things about that NBA story that I told you is that in the NBA, teams actually have gotten better at finding undervalued talent and maybe even finding amazing new talent. And that is maybe also your opportunity, as we like to put it. This may be your opportunity to become that data superhero that we talked about, so that you can bring together all these different systems in your system landscape, with one unified system with HANA Cloud Services, so that your employees can make better decisions, find new trends and opportunities, and ultimately turn this data into business value. And that's precisely why we built HANA Cloud Services, to create more data heroes. Thank you very much.